Let's head over to the French Open now, where South African wheelchair tennis ace Kgothatso Montjane has arrived in Paris for the wheelchair tennis event. It takes place from the 7th to the 10th of October. Montjane is set to make a long-awaited return to competition after a 7-month layoff due to COVID-19. She joins us now via Zoom from Paris. A very good morning to you, Kgothatso. 7 months is a long time to be out of action. You must be itching to get back onto the tennis court. How are you feeling and how have you been preparing?
Good morning to you and to the viewers. Yeah, it's been a while since I've been out competing, and I think preparations really went well. Now the difference is just having to play on clay. Yeah, I could feel a bit of a difference now, but I'm glad I came earlier to actually have a couple of more days on clay. But you know, other than that, not letting the 7 months get into my head. The most important thing for me is to remain positive and, you know, think positive and enjoy it, because it's been a while, you know.
You chose not to participate in the US Open in New York because of your COVID-19 fears, which is understandable. What influenced the decision to participate in the French Open after all?
Yeah, I mean, for me, being able to see that US Open was successful, and that actually assured me that, you know, there's, you know, obviously safety, you know, precautions being put out there. And yeah, I mean, I got here, I've been in quarantine for 24 hours the day I arrived, and I had a COVID test, and I'm doing another one after 48 hours. So that really showed me that there are safety protocols that are being observed. And that actually motivated, you know, me to actually come to French Open, having to see that US Open was a very successful tournament. So that's why I came out here, and so far, I mean, I've seen they're doing their best to make sure that we are safe in the bubble.
You've also mentioned, Kgothatso, that you're making that very important transition from hard court to clay. I want you to just talk to me a little bit more about that. How tough is that going to be for you?
It's going to be tough, to be honest. I had my first hit last night, and yeah, I could feel that I was not too comfortable, you know, because yeah, the wheelchair doesn't move as smooth as it does on the hard court, and yeah, the ball bounce also because of the weather. It's quite different, you know. But like I said, for me, well, the most important thing is to try to be more positive about it, and hope that this coming, you know, few days I can adjust and be ready to compete on clay. It's really tough.
Sorry to interrupt you there. It's not really the usual French Open that we are used to. You know, it was supposed to happen in May. It was held back to this month. There's also the fact that, you know, there's limited fans. I don't know if I know with Roland Garros that's currently taking place, they were allowing about 1,000 fans in. And I've been listening to the likes of Rafa Nadal and these other big names complaining about the weather conditions. They're talking about how chilly it is, how windy it is. How are you going to navigate your way around that?
You know, unfortunately, in a sport like this, those are the factors that you can't really control. So in moments like this, one tries to control the controllables, you know. So that's just the challenge that everyone faces. So as a player, you try not to make it your only issue, because it affects another person also. But you are right, it's an unusual, you know, French Open, and it is what it is. You know, the most important thing is for me to go out there and do my best. You know, regardless of, you know, the weather conditions. It's very cold, the ball is heavy, but it is what it is. You know, just have to make the best out of that.
It is what it is. And, you know, we saw, you know, fellow South Africans out at Roland Garros, the likes of Lloyd Harris, Kevin Anderson, Raven Klaassen. Have you had a chance to speak to them at all? And just, Kgothatso, just generally, what state is South African tennis in right now? Is it doing well?
You know what, for me as a wheelchair tennis athlete, I mean, we had a huge blow of losing a sponsorship, you know, a couple of years ago, and we were just being taken by Tennis South Africa. So for us as wheelchair tennis, I would say we just, you know, taking baby steps into this new federation, and for now I can't complain, but I can only hope things get better.
All right, thank you so much, Kgothatso. We'll leave it there. All the best for Roland Garros. That was South African wheelchair tennis ace Kgothatso Montjane joining us via Zoom from Paris.